Rupees.
Rupees.
No, red will be an ecstasy.
He has opened an account here. No, that's enough. The State Bank of India. That bank has changed.
60,000 rupees.
600 something. 60,600. Some 66 or something.
Right.
Mhm.
If everyone gives that much,
Yeah.
we'll have it, Guru Maharaj.
Yes. 25 days was left. I can. Not once.
Well, personal things with many more personal questions with some that I have written down.
This morning you were talking about how the living entity sees through the mind. He sees the reflection of the mind, or the picture the mind makes. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 3rd chapter, Srila Prabhupada talks about lust, and lust is sitting place of the mind, intellect, and like that. And he says, Srila Prabhupada says that the neighbor of the soul is the intelligence, and it becomes the capital sitting place of lust, and it contaminates the living entity. So does that mean the living entity is in the heart, and the intelligence is next door? That's
Indriyabhya paramana manasa tu para buddhi. Ja buddhi tu parata saha. Gita says. Mind is superior to the senses. The chief sense. Do you understand? So it's said mind is chetana bhasa. You understand? It is said. Mind is chetana. Mind is the most important thing. Therefore Krishna says manmana bhava. Huh? Think of me. Put me in your mind. Drive out all other thoughts. You understand? And acharyas like Raghunath Swami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, many Vaishnava acharyas, they've written so many things. Teachings to the mind, manasikya. Yes, mind is most important. Chief of all senses. If you keep Krishna in your mind, you can love Krishna, then mind can keep Krishna. Mind keeps that person or that object that the soul likes. Isn't it? That's most important thing. Yeah. So it is said, Chetana Bhasa. Abhas of Chetana, consciousness, is mind. Yeah? Abhas. Abhas means, what you say, like Namabhas. Yeah? No. Before the rising of the pure name, the condition is Abhas. Surya Abhas, before the rising of the sun, the eastern horizon becomes reddish. That is symptom, Abhas, that sun is rising. That's Abhas.
almost sunrise.
Mind is Chetana Bhasa. Abhas of the consciousness. Mind is the most important thing. You follow? So, all the teachings are given to the mind. You understand? The training of the mind is yoga. You understand? Training of the mind is yoga. So Krishna says, keep me in your mind or attach your mind to me. That is yoga. Because mind is fixed in Krishna. It is fixed in Krishna consciousness. The mind is most important. Indriyabhya paramana manasata parabuddhi. Superior to mind is intelligence. You understand? Then superior to intelligence is your soul. That is what. Not manifest. Like further advancement, how becomes therefore it said, Krishnera samagra lila name vidyaman. It is said in her Nam Chintamani. All the conditional leelas are there in the holy name of Krishna. Yes. Nama se parama tattva tomar vidhan. Otayeva nama matra vaishnavera dharma. Therefore, the Vaishnava is completely surrendered unto holy name. Bas. And that's everything. Yeah, Baba. Yes. Mahaprabhu says, same thing. Ahornisha chinta Krishna baloho bodhani. Ki sayani, ki jagarani, ki bhojani. Eh? Do you understand? Ki sayani, ki jagarani, ki bhojani. Ahornisha chinta Krishna baloho bodhani. Ahornisha, 24 hours, day and night. Think of Krishna and utter the name of Krishna in all conditions of life. Sleeping condition, waking condition, dreaming condition, while you are taking food, you think of Krishna and say, Krishna, how can it be possible? If Krishna is not in our mind, huh? Yes, that is to fix in Krishna consciousness. Nothing but Krishna. In Krishna, to be in Krishna. Yes, with Krishna. Yes. That's what Krishna says. Same thing. Mahaprabhu says. Manona. Then you can see Krishna everywhere. That is because Krishna is in your mind, therefore you see. Otherwise you can't see. But is that there in your mind, you see this then that reflection. Yes. That's the right.
So that mind is, if you can just, if one is seeing Krishna in the heart, that means the mind's now reflecting Krishna.
Antarvahi, within and without. Yes, within and without.
So that mind, it's still material mind,
Yes, material mind.
but it's now.
Now, when he keeps Krishna, not material mind. When he keeps Krishna, when he fixed in Krishna, it's not material mind. Spiritual mind. It's material. As the body is not no more material, now it is spiritual. It's transformation. You understand? This example is given as a piece of iron. You put it constantly into fire. Huh? It becomes red hot. It's no longer iron. It has become fire. You understand? The copper wire, constantly the electricity flows. It's no longer copper wire. It's electrified. You understand? Similarly, that's not material mind now. It's no longer material mind. It's spiritual. Because Krishna is always there. It's transformed. Material body is transformed into spiritual body. It's constantly in Krishna's service. No longer material body. Yes. Yeah.
So it is if one's morning program isn't strong, that means then one cannot keep the Lord inside the mind. As if one's morning program is when he chants in the morning, everything morning sadhana.
He's saying that if one's sadhana isn't good in the morning, like his japa and the morning program, then he won't be able to keep Krishna in his mind. He's asking.
Yes, that is practice. Sadhana. You understand? Sadhana-Bhakti. First stage of bhakti. Sadhana-Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, Prem Bhakti. Following rules, regulations strictly. Regulative principles strictly. Regulative principles, Sadhana-Bhakti strictly following. Practicing daily without deviation. Then he will be elevated to Bhava Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti will make you elevated to Bhava Bhakti. Then Bhav matures, then is Prema. This is gradual development, upliftment. You understand? Yes. No fight. They should practice Sadhana Bhakti. Under the guidance of a bona fide Guru. You should practice Sadhana Bhakti. Then the heart will be cleansed, purified. Then Bhava will arise. This is process. Otherwise, nobody can jump into the Bhava Bhakti. First is Sadhana-Bhakti, is for one and all. And Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but when he was preaching, you understand, out of his 24 years of sannyas life, 6 years he traveled and preached, isn't it? At that time, he was preaching Sadhana-Bhakti, practicing himself the principles of Sadhana very strictly in his life and preaching. Otherwise, one cannot preach unless he practices himself. Yeah. Then, after that, no more preaching. He sat down there in Gambhira, that small room there, in Puri. You understand? This is Antya Leela, manifested Antya Leela. Always discussing Prem, Radha Krishna, Prem Tattva. With his most confidential associates like Ramananda and Swarup Damodar Goswami, absorbed in that. That is Acharya Leela. And Guru does the same thing. Guru, when he preaches, travels and preaches. He preaches Sadhana-Bhakti. He practices strictly. He himself observes strictly the principles of Sadhana-Bhakti, rules, regulations in his own life and preaches. You understand? Prepares. He gives training to his disciples. You understand? And prepares future preachers. You understand? His students, his disciples, gives them training. How they will be preachers. Take up this preaching mission. When he finds yes, good disciples are there now, trained, well trained, they will take up now this mission of preaching. So he gives them that responsibility. Now you go preach. Then he retires. You understand? He retires. He never goes out and preach. Then he does bhajan, absorbed in that bhav. You understand? That is bhajan, absorbed in bhajan, krema maya. Bhajan. In the bhava stage, and then that is bhava stage and prema. No more in sadhana. That is process. Yes.
Sadhana Bhakti is in two parts. There's Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Then is it first there's Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and then afterwards the Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti? Or how does that go?
Generally, three divisions. Vaidhi, Raganuga. You understand? Two divisions, Vaidhi and Raganuga. You understand? Vaidhi and Raganuga. Vaidhi is the beginning. Following strictly rules, regulations, regulatory principles of Sadhana-Bhakti. Beginning part is Vaidhi. That will lead to Raganuga. You understand? So latter part of Vaidhi is known as Raganuga. Beginning part is Vaidhi. Subtle division. Subtle division. Latter part of Sadhana-Bhakti is Raganuga. Now that it leads you to Rag Marga now. You understand? In completely in Rag stage, there's no more Vidhi. Because he completely forgets himself. You understand? When one is in completely Rag, in Bhav, you understand? Bhav. He forgets himself, his own existence. He forgets. He forgets. The very question of following the regulations. You follow me? When one forgets completely himself, his own existence, is that completely absorbed in that bhava. He passes stool and urine and rolls on it. Yes. He cannot understand that he has passed stool and urine. He has completely forgotten of his own existence. So much absorbed in bhava. Where is the question of following rules? Oh, today is Ekadasi, I will have to fast. Where is it? Do you follow me? Yes. That is rag, bhav. Therefore, those who are in bhav states, they remain in secluded places. They don't allow others to go there because they cannot understand it. Do you follow me? Some sadhu is rolling on the stool and urine. He has passed stool and urine and is rolling there. If some person goes there, what will think of? Oh, what is this nasty person? Huh? He's a nasty person. How is this sadhu? He'll think of like that, then he'll commit offense. Do you follow me? He'll commit offense. He'll be punished. Instead of getting something good, he gets punishment now. So sadhus don't allow, don't come. Why will be punished? We are there to do good to you. Huh? You will come here, you cannot understand. Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Vijnana Bhujoy. Munshi Vadanananda Thakur, Gour Kishore Das, Babaji Maharaj, they are always in bhav stage. So Gour Kishore Das Baba is not allowing anybody to go to him. Other people, they're materialistic people. They'll go and disturb them. His mood will be disturbed. They understand, they'll put so many questions, so many things. His mood will be disturbed. So he doesn't allow. He remains in such a place that people won't go there. You understand? He stays in very nasty place where people generally pass through. He stays there. Huh? Putting a palm leaf covering, tati we say. Huh? He was staying inside doing his bhajan where people pass through nasty place that order is coming out of. People will go. But he is absorbed in his bhajan. Huh? It doesn't affect. But it will affect you because you are in bodily consciousness of life. He's above it. Do you follow me? So there, where is the question of rules and regulations? No rules and regulations. Vidhi dharma chhadi bhaje Krishnera sarana. Nishiddo papatar tar kohu noy mano. Ọজ্ঞানের হয় যদি পাপ উপস্থিত কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করে না করায় প্রায়শ্চিত. When someone attains the rag stage, bhav stage, there is no more vidhi, no more rules, regulations, because he has transcended that stage. You understand? And he is doing my bhajan with complete pure prem and mood, bhav, ecstasy. Vidhi dharma chhadi. You understand? Like gopis. Huh? Like gopis. This gopi bhav. Huh? They kicked up all vidhis, all regulations, all Vedic barriers. Huh? Isn't it? Such excessive love for Krishna, huh? They forget everything. They have barriers. They are housewives. They have barriers. Huh? Family barrier is there. Vedic barrier is there. Veda dharma is there. Huh? Regulations are there. A married woman, housewife, is not allowed, according to Vedic rules, is not allowed to get out of the house. Huh? But at the dead of night, they get out. Huh? They get out. Do you follow? How they broke all Vedic barriers, all Vedic regulations. Huh? Huh? That is the example. They are in that stage. Huh? Bhav, matured bhav stage. So there is no question of no vidhi, no vidhi. That's pure love, ecstasy, no vidhi. Vidhi is beginning. And that's it. It helps one to be elevated to rag marga, bhav stage. Because we have so many our heart is polluted, contaminated. We never follow any regulation. We break all Vedic regulations. We act whimsically. We act many sinful forbidden acts. So for us, it is as needed. Under guidance of Guru, some do's, some don't do's. Guru says, do this, don't do this. Yes. So that is Vedic. Then gradually heart is purified. Then bhav rises. When one reaches bhav state, then no more vidhi. Automatically it will be transcended. Automatically. It's automatic. It's not deliberate, it's automatic. When one completely forgets oneself, it's automatically transcended. You see? It's automatic.
What's the Acharya?
In that stage, Krishna is there. Only Krishna is there in his mind. Nothing else is there. You understand? In that stage, only Krishna is there in his mind, nothing else. So where is the question of committing sinful activity then? When Krishna is there, in the mind is fixed. And he sees only Krishna. And within and without. Where is the question of committing sinful activity? No question at all. অজ্ঞানে হয় যদি পাপ উপস্থিত কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করে না। If unconsciously, some he acts sinfully, you understand? Unconsciously. Krishna knows the heart. No, it's not in the heart. It's not in the mind. It is unconsciously done. Krishna excuses him. No, there's no question of atonement. Example is Billamangal. How he blinded himself. Can anyone do like this? No. So Krishna excused. The Krishna immediately appeared. Oh, Sadhu, you are going to Vrindavan. How can you go? Now you are blind. If you'd have been a sinful person, would have Krishna appeared before you? No. Krishna, no, inside, in heart, there's nothing. Only Krishna is there. It's accidental, unconsciously. The Krishna excused. And the Krishna appeared. And Krishna took him to Vrindavan. Got all of this stick and took him. How is it? That is bhav stage. That is bhav stage. Yes, thank you.